I have to rebuild the hype.
Yeah. You did pretty good.
Oh man, that Turtles in Time. Woo-wee. So once again, it takes everything that we saw in TMNT 2 and 3 on the NES. Personally, I preferred the arcade game, the original one, to Turtles in Time, just because I'm not the biggest fan of time-traveling games.
I thought it was kind of generally everybody preferred the arcade edition.
Well, I mean, it's better, and I just mean
how people felt.
Storyline-wise, I just never cared for the time travel aspect of it. Like, why send
Turtles in Time did
why
not have
send
a
the
good
Turtles back
storyline.
in time? That's not needed. It's based because, I'm guessing, because of that third Ninja Turtles movie where they get sent back in time to ancient Japan.
And if you're a Ninja Turtles fan, that third movie
Ugh.
pissed you off.
Oh.
They have a whole lineup of supervillains to choose from, and they give you some Yoshi character and some samurai evildoer in Japan.
Stupid
Has something to do with
scepter
Ninja
thing.
Turtles.
The scepter thing and the...
That's so funny.
It reminds me of the key from Masters of the Universe, the movie. Remember
Yeah.
the little dwarf guy and his...
Oh, God.
The movies got weird at that point.
But the game, however,
game
the arcade version of it,
Side-scrolling.
I'd love to get an actual arcade of that if I could, but
4-player action in the arcades. I think it's only 2-player in the home console, unless you have a multi-tap. I don't think they had 4-player though.
I'm not sure.
probably couldn't handle it.
I only ever tried 2-player, so
Yeah, well, I'll say it's 2-player, but Turtles in Time, aka Hyperstone Heist on the Genesis, there are slight differences, as we mentioned at the start of the video. Good stuff. One of the fun moves is when you grab a guy and you throw him towards the screen, and he's like mode 7s into you.
And you actually got to beat Shredder. One of the boss fights, you have to do that move in order to, go forth in the game.
That had to have been inspired by Battletoads. Remember that first
Yeah,
boss?
yeah.
Same thing.
That's right.
Where you threw balls.
Probably was inspired by Battletoads to complete the buff of it, but
Yeah, great stuff. Here's a weird thing. I was playing this Turtles in Time on one of the PS2 Ninja Turtles games because it is actually an unlockable thing.
Okay, to get the old version.
But for some unfathomable reason, they replaced the vintage music with crappy new music.
Oh, that sucks.
And I was astonished at how boring the game was with this new music.
The Turtles in Time, the old music is what made Turtles in Time.
Masterpiece.
I actually loved the Turtles in Time music. I should make some kind of techno remix of it.
Sure. But yeah, you'd be surprised how boring certain games will be without the music that we've grown to love.
Cowabunga, dude.
Good stuff, good stuff. Next up, Buster Bust Loose. Once again, a Tiny Toon Adventure game. It was okay. It's not great. It kind of felt like it was inspired by Sonic because one of the themes that you're dashing, so you're running up walls and doing jumps and things.
Yeah, not one I give a personal recommendation on myself, but I'm not a Tiny Toons fan.
Yeah.
I think
It's on the
you
list.
might be a bit. Likes those Tiny Toons.
Pretty cool. Plucky Duck. Remember when Plucky Duck had like a little kid version of himself? And then they kept bringing it back because the fans liked it so much. Because normally he's like 13-year-old, but then they were like 5-year-old. Maybe some of those guys remember. Let us know in the comments.
Plucky Back in Time.
Yeah, which is weird because there were already back in time versions of like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny anyway, so it's just kind of like Muppet Babies. We're so darn retro around here.
Yes.
A few more games. We'll just drop names about 93. You got Batman Returns. Jesse, you got in the cart there. On the case there.
Yes.
Batman Returns, fun game. Pretty dark, based of course on the movie.
Oh, is that the one where the very first level, there's the guys on the motorcycles and whatnot, and then at the end of the first level, I don't know about the Super Nintendo version, I'm pretty sure I didn't play the Super Nintendo version, but I played it on the Atari Lynx. The handheld Atari. So, and it was brutal. I actually never beat the penguin at the end of the first level. If that's
the
what
penguin tank thing?
Yeah, with the big
it
duck.
sounds like the same game to me.
I've never gotten past the first level of that game.
It's a hard game on Super Nintendo too. I've tried to play it recently. One of my earliest videos is actually me playing Batman Returns because Victor Lucas, the guy who does Electric Playground and reviews on the run, he was super bummed because he saw that latest Batman movie with Bane and he hated it.
Okay. To be fair,
I liked it.
What they made Bane seemed like a random choice.
Yeah.
From what he was like normally.
It was good fun.
Don't hate me, but I haven't even watched that movie yet. So
Yeah.
I
Fair
don't
enough.
even
It's
know.
like Bane's supposed to be like a Mexican.
I've heard a lot
wrestler.
about Bane being horrible in that
And
movie.
then they made him into like some kind of grandpa voiced man.
The voice was half the fun.
Okay, I was.
You'll
giggling
have
the
my
whole time.
permission to retro. But I felt the second movie was overhyped because of the Joker guy, and then I felt the third movie was underhyped just because, I don't know. People just nitpicked it to death.
I've only seen the first. Oh, no, I've only seen the second and third. I didn't see the first.
Yeah, first was kind of boring.
Batman's always like, give or take, has really good, some really good movies.
It's just another origin story, though.
All I know is everybody's really ticked off about the new one.
I was okay with it. Oh,
And
yeah.
Justin Bieber is Dick Grayson.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's what I've heard.
No.
And he posted, he Instagrammed a picture of the script.
No. Justin Bieber wouldn't do that to us Canadians.
Haters gonna hate, but he's done a good job.
Who's that? Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Of what?
Oh, well, yeah.
Whatever it is he does.
Whatever, he's
Yeah,
rich.
exactly.
He's richer than all of us put together.
He's a super successful pop star. I've never heard a song. I think he did the "If I Was Boyfriend," something like that. That's all I know of every song he's ever done. Seems like a hit. I don't know.
I'm weak.
But, he did a good job. He's a douchebag from what I can tell. But, wouldn't you be if you were like an 18-year-old dude with like a Ferrari and shit?
Okay, my favorite thing he's done is he went to the
You have a favorite thing.
he went no he went
Has he done things?
favorite because it's horrible. He went to the house of Anne Frank and wrote in the guest book, "Hope she would have been a believer."
And that was a range of emotion.
Kind of like, why would you do that?
Well, it's because he doesn't think, because he's just a rich kid who does not think.
Well, there's plenty of rich kids out there. It's just one more. Anyways, that's a bit off topic.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now, this is actually a fun point because Rocket Knight Adventures on the Genesis came out. Now you have two of them over there?
Man, and we...
That's a really popular game.
And we dropped the price like crazy on them, so...
They did a remake HD
Yeah.
remake of Rocket Knight. I don't think it did too well because it was modern Konami. Once again, they keep dropping the ball. They had no advertising for it. It's not that great of a game anyways.
I'm sorry,
Rocket Knight Adventures, they had an HD remake.
Oh, okay, on like Xbox Live or
Yeah.
something? Really? Okay.
Digital download. It was...
And it sucked because...
Yeah, it was too much like the original, but the graphics were like that weird sort of... It's kind of 3D, kind of not.
I think the problem with a lot of remakes, what happens is that they remake all the graphics, but then all the game functions stay the same, and it kind of leaves you expecting more. Like, you kind of see those new updated graphics, but yet all the game styles are the exact same, and there's nothing really new to it. I don't know. I don't really like a lot of HD remakes.
Genesis version, though.
Or
Certainly.
like pretty much every
Certainly
new
beloved
Pokemon game, it's like pretty much the same.
It's
new
finally
Pokemon.
really a 3D game, though, so mostly.
I'm excited for the new one.
Rocket Knight
Changes stuff
Adventures. For the Genesis, though, good game. I would recommend it.
And then the next one up, my number one game I've been looking for at a reasonable
I'm
price.
sorry.
Sunset Riders. Oh, Sunset
Wait,
Riders.
what's it going for here?
He used to have it. It was like $80 or something.
$80, yeah. Hey.
No.
Hey.
Well, someone bought it. So.
Someone bought it, and yes, it's a very hard game. I got that in Toronto.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know, we are NBC, so Toronto is
It's
far
all-
apart.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Once
It
again,
is.
arcade game. Well, most of these are based on arcade games. Once again, so classic Konami, truly beasts at the arcade genre.
Was Sunset Riders available? Oh no, I think they did 4-player arcade, 2-player Super Nintendo,
Yeah,
right?
sounds right.
There wasn't any
The
multi.
Super Nintendo was superior version compared to the Genesis one, which I do have,
Yeah.
which we might be playing soon on another video.
Hard too, I heard.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Pretty
it's
hard.
kind of like Contra, except
A little bit more.
yeah, it's actually a lot like Contra now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be fun if the Sunset Riders were actually ancestors of the Contra guys. That'd sweet.
That'd be a mix-up storyline. Well, that's time travel. Like,
Oh no! No, that's legit. That's
Yeah.
just time.
That's true.
Yeah, great game, Sunset Riders. Running, well, they kind of walk
They
and
run,
shoot.
they shoot in different
Kind of
angles.
stereotypes as
They
Indians.
slide.
And yeah, they slide. And you run
Slide.
on a cows because they're stampeding. It's pretty
And
cool.
what are those things
You
that
ride
Mexicans
horses.
wear?
Ponchos?
Poncho.
Ponchos. They got very colorful ponchos. Thank you. Very colorful ponchos.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. If you can find it, buy it. Enjoy it.
It's a hard gem to come across. I've only ever had one copy.
Yep. Great game.
One copy.
Where's my new Sunset Riders, Konami? See,
I'll
this-
get it for you soon enough, Steve.
No, I mean like a
price.
remix. Get that way forward to make a Sunset Riders HD remaster. That'd be pretty cool.
With all new music that sucks.
No, they're pretty good at remixing. The Jake Kaufman, who's their in-house musician guy, he's pretty good. Anyone that's played Double Dragon Neon, oh man, such a sweet game. That was my game of the year for whatever year that came out, 2011 or 12 or whatever.
Okay.
But back to Konami, you got Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters that we mentioned earlier. That was a Super Nintendo Street Fighter game.
Round one. Fight! Fighting cutter! Fighting cutter! Fighting cutter!
Pretty darn cool. You had combos there. You had super moves in there. You had many characters from the comics, which was pretty sweet.
You could play as Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
He didn't have fireballs, which was neat. He had like a reflection thing where it bounces fireballs back. That's pretty cool. And all around good game. We did mention that earlier, so I won't try to spend too much time. But there was also one of the last original Nintendo games was also Tournament Fighters. That's pretty tough to find. There's actually 4 NES Turtles games.
Oh,
Turtles 1, 2, 3, and Tournament Fighters.
I feel disappointed in myself now.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't even know that.
It's pretty tough to find those.
Yeah.
I'd love to add it to my collection. I don't have it. But yeah, good stuff there.
Oh, I like the next one coming up here.
Zombies ate my neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned you knew this one.
Yeah, it's one of the only ones on the list I know. It's just really famous. It's supposed to be awesome.
It is. You just play as a female, male character. I think there's only an option.
Yeah,
First
one.
player's like boy, second player's girl or something
Yeah.
like that. And you run around picking up like squirt guns and all these other kind of weird things that you kill zombies with. And the point is, I think, to either A, clear all the zombies in a map, or B, rescue all the people.
Yeah,
on
it's the
map.
people. Each map is like people sitting around.
But it's fun. It's not like gory or anything. It's like a fun cartoony.
It's cartoony.
Sort of.
It is, but
It does have its moments. Though.
It
It's
does.
pretty spooky.
You know, at one point there's that little kid, that little baby chasing you with
It's
the
basically
knife.
Chucky.
Chucky
Yeah.
with a knife, and then they have
The
you know,
Jason guys with the chainsaw.
the Jason guy
in
with
the hedge
chainsaw.
maze. They're just like cutting through the hedge maze.
Hey, when I was like
Pretty sweet stuff.
8 or 9 years old playing that, I
Mm.
mean, it definitely got my adrenaline going. Like, holy crap!
Yeah, I guess. So.
It's a baby with a knife. Run. And my son, who's 6 years old right now, I actually sent him a Super Nintendo complete in box and a whole bunch of games. And Zombies Ate My Neighbors was one of the games, but he was too afraid to play it. Unfortunately, sorry, Jacob.